It's an important day for Nokia, as we are today launching the Lumia 1020 also in Belgium. The Lumia 1020 is in many respects a very special device because it's actually bringing a lot of the innovation that Nokia has been working on in the last years together. There are three areas that we have been focusing on and now we are still focusing on today. One is the design and the design language of our portfolio. As you have been following Nokia over the years, you probably have noticed that in the recent years all the products that we have been introducing have a sort of similar design language, have a similar way of using materials, and that is very recognizable, typical Nokia. We want to offer to all consumers the best camera experience you can have on a smartphone. Camera functionality and experience becomes more and more important in the decision making on what smartphone you will choose. One is a 41 megapixel sensor. Second is the optical image stabilization. Third one is what I would say the choice of the hardware components throughout both the audio and the camera components. Fourth element is the software, because you can have great hardware, but you need software to process all the data that you are able to capture with this thing. And the fifth one, maybe sounds obvious, but we have been able to pack all of that technology in a device like this, super compact.
So the optical image stabilization is now, and you can hear that also, if you have a device later on, if you shake it slightly beside your ear, you can hear it. It's the ball bearings which are used basically to construct the optical image stabilization. We have of course the latest version of the 41 megapixel sensor, so the black side illuminated sensor has been the latest version which is available. We use pixel oversampling, which basically means that instead of using just 1 megapixel for the 5 megapixel camera, we combine 7 megapixels and make one super pixel out of that one. The ultimate aim actually is to take the best ever pictures or videos on a smartphone. That's reality with Lumia 1020. This has been confirmed in many reviews in the meantime. This is just one quote. So you discover all the details in the pictures. For instance, in this picture, you see it's been zooming in from a picture where you see the lady there. We have been zooming in to the eye, and if you look carefully, you can even see in the middle of her eye the photographer was actually taking her picture. So you can zoom in up to 25 times to find all the details in the pictures. We are having a 41 megapixel camera, it's 41 megapixel sensor in there. It takes pictures in full resolution of about 34 to 38 megapixel depending on the ratio, and then it saves a 5 megapixel and the full resolution picture. Then the second important thing, and this is really unique to this device, is actually the recapturing of the moment. This device has a 3 times high resolution zoom, so I zoom in to take my picture. I took the picture of this pizza part, but I have the opportunity afterwards to zoom out. So that's the only camera function, or the only camera that offers this opportunity to zoom out after having taken the picture. For the video capturing, there are some very nice functionalities. And Sebastian, he went on holiday and he took some very nice video. As you can see, he was on a quite bumpy sea, so his boat was a bit shaking, but if you look carefully, you will see that the backside, the horizon, remains very stable and steady. That's all thanks to the optical image stabilization. On top of that, incredible zooming functionality also in the in the video capturing. Either in Full HD you have 4 times zoom, in HD you have 6 times zoom. And then of course also distortion-free audio, so the Nokia Rich recording as it's called, up to 140 decibels. I don't know if you know what 140 decibels means. That's basically if there is a big Boeing taking off here in the same room, that's the kind of noise which would be recording at that moment. So also here, not only from viewing point of view, but also from audio quality point of view, extremely high qualitative device. Then we introduce also Nokia ProCam mode. ProCam mode allows me as a consumer to manually control all of the parameters in my picture taking. I can choose either from the bar which you see on the top, or if I want to change the mode straight away, I can just slide my camera button to the left, and there I get all the parameters and I can start making the changes on the screen. The big advantage is that if I make a change, I immediately see the effect that it will have on the final picture I'm about to capture. One important accessory is the camera grip. So this camera grip has many functionalities. First of all, it's a grip. It enables you to take stable pictures just by you holding it with one hand. On top of that, it has an extra battery included.
So we're here in Brussels with Look at People, and we just noticed, we've just seen a demo of the new Nokia Lumia 1020, and we were pretty impressed with the specs. So can you tell our viewers why we should buy this camera phone and what makes it so much different than the other ones?
Yeah, it is a different camera phone than the other ones, mostly because they have 41 megapixels, which is something that the market has never seen before. On the other hand, we get the question a lot, 41 megapixels, is it necessary, do you need it, and isn't it too much? Now, if you see the photos that the device takes, and actually the things that you can do, the zooming with it, it's unmatched at this moment.
We've seen a demo of the zoom capabilities on a bill, a €50 bill, and we were pretty impressed about that. So can you tell us a little more about the zoom? What can we do with that, and how should we do it?
There are basically 2 reasons for which you can use zoom. One is the traditional way. You're far away from your object, so imagine a football stadium, a concert, players are on the field, the singer is on the stage, and you can't get close. So what you can do with this device is take a picture of the whole scene and zoom in afterwards on the bit that you want to see, on your favorite player or on the singer. So basically what you do, and that's where you utilize the 41 megapixels, you take a full resolution picture, and with the zooming in afterwards, you keep a 5 to 8 megapixel picture that is still okay. And it uses, that's what your view is for, it uses oversampling for it, meaning it uses 7 pixels, which combines that into one to get the clear shot that you like from the action. The point that you're referring to, the thing with the 10 or any banknote you can do it with, is capturing the detail. That's amazing. So you can even say more than the eye can see. If you look at the note yourself, you will never see the small letters and everything that's printed in it. It's amazing. But if you take it with the device just from a distance, and you can zoom in on the device and you can see details that you couldn't see with your eyes before. This phone has some features that allow you to take pretty good pictures even when the light is bad, and the most important tool, and you should see that as a combination, is the optic image stabilization. So it has advanced optic image stabilization with ball bearings, so your camera is not shaky or blurred, and it has a really big sensor, so it can capture a lot of light. By the optic image stabilization, you're not moving the camera too much. The sensor captures a lot of light, so you have amazing pictures even when the light is not up.
So with 41 megapixel, people will be wondering how many pictures can I put on my phone. Do you have an idea how much space is required for one image, 41 megapixel image?
41 megapixel image is about 10 to 12 megabytes. So you have 32 gigabytes on your phone, but if you have a live account, then you get 7 gigabytes for free as well in the cloud. So yeah, you can calculate yourself how many pictures you can take.
Well, we were pretty impressed by the demos we've seen, so we're looking forward to trying out the device and showing you what you can do with the smartphone and the camera. Thank you.
Thank you.